The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son. Easy. Angel. Tonight.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. You look at this Browns defense. Well, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now Fields. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A complete to Drake London. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Nelson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Nelson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Drake London with an amazing diving catch. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns 0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man. And now look at this. Big gain but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First carry for DeAndre Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Browns had 7 and 4 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. You look at the Steeler defense. They were terrific last week in the win over.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
On play action, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here we go, Slide. Hey, Ken.
On second and a long way to go. Fields completes this one to Pickens. He's across midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
11.
Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Nelson. Down at the 25.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Steelers 14, Browns nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Nelson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This now a 3rd and 4. Fields now to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Go.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Right there, we can do it. Yeah, boy. Ready up. Check. Check. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, pushing his way through. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. EQ.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Third and 9 here.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Luke Musgrave from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now it's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Up the middle they go. It's Nelson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. And the tight end goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Here we go, set.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 10.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Swift, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score from 31. Steelers 24.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Check.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here comes Swift. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.